Next question, Mr. Blumenthal. Given the vital role that the insurance industry plays for Connecticut's economy, will you be a strong advocate for the industry in Washington, D.C.?
Tom, I would be a strong advocate for all businesses, small businesses as well as their consumers and their customers, including the insurance industry. And of course, I would strongly advocate for an industry like insurance that is so key to Connecticut's economy. I don't need to tell anyone in this room how important it's been historically. I also don't need to tell anyone in this room that I have not always seen eye to eye with insurance companies. I have taken legal action against some of the property casualty insurers, and the reason is that they engaged in illegal schemes and a conspiracy involving kickbacks and hidden commissions. I have taken action to keep down the health insurance rates by opposing some of the premium increases. I have taken action to try to assure coverage for people who have health care insurance and are denied it because of pre-existing conditions, or they're told their doctors are out of network or the treatment is experimental. So my position has been at times adversarial to the insurance industry, but I have recognized in every one of those battles, and we have won them, that the insurance industry has, at the end of the day, been responsible and reasonable. And they are responsible and reasonable employers, and I would fight for them to recognize their needs in Washington, because I believe they are needs that deserve and need respect. And I have also recognized that as a United States Senator, I would have a different role and responsibility that would be as an advocate for them and for all businesses in the state. And the question really for the people of Connecticut at the end of the day, at the end of this election, will be who here can best get results. I have fought the insurance industry where absolutely necessary, where there was clear evidence of illegality, but I've also fought the big tobacco companies, the utilities, the internet providers when they gave sites to predators. I have fought utilities where necessary, and I've gotten results, and I would get results for the insurance industry when they needed and deserve that representation, and for every business in the state of Connecticut.
Anybody else on this topic? Mr. Alpert.
Yeah, as I said at the onset, if we look at this for what it is, as a failing business, we have to say to ourselves, what part of this process needs to be fixed? When I travel this state, when I travel this nation, it's very clear that our reputation as a state, a reputation that harms our businesses, is that we are a state where the first response of the government is to sue businesses. We're known as an anti-job state. That's what we're known as. And one of the things I've learned in my business career, you are never, ever going to go from good to great if you don't admit what your problem is and directly address it. So how are we going to fix it? Well, first of all, we're going to recognize where it comes from, right? And we're not going to sit here and play nice this morning and pretend it didn't happen. On March 1st, 2010, a date that will live in infamy in the business world in Connecticut, as those of you who were watching television that night know, the state of Connecticut, an elected official from the state of Connecticut, announced the now infamous Blumenthal doctrine, where it was stated that lawsuits create jobs. And as I said that night, and as I'll say this morning, and as I'll say every day of my life, lawsuits don't create jobs, entrepreneurs do. And I know because I'm one of them. And you know because you're one of them too. You can't fix the system if you don't admit what's wrong and who made it wrong.